Hello.
Hey! Oh,
Is that the guy when the shoe came off?
Like everything that I could, even if you break my arm or you carry me off, that's literally my mindset at that time. So,
and I'll see you on the next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Oh, where arm wrestling matters. Boom!
This is Inside.
Awesome. Jeff Funnel, and we are back on another episode of Inside the Strap podcast, where we talk about arm wrestling matters. And with me tonight, we have Kieran. And below Kieran, we have Ace. He'll be helping me throwing out questions to our two new guests tonight. Let me chuck them on. Tonight we have the Big Back Murray, the Bay of Plenty chapter for Fresh Meat. And everyone already knows this guy, Ben Tahini, the vice captain of Wellington. That's my introductions done. I will pass it down to the man in the middle, the big dog.
Hello, everybody. You all know me as Kieran. I'm the coordinator for Arm Wrestling Club in Wellington. Have been for the past 4 years. Yeah, coming on to 4 years anyway. So I'm sure we'll see more of me on this platform in the future.
Next one down.
Okay, everyone. My name's Jace, aka the Ace. I'm a slave in this club. I got dragged into doing this again, but yeah, looking forward to it.
And back to the top again.
Sure, Murray. Shit.
Okay, see, that's Murray, guys. Big Back Murray.
And you're from?
Who do you represent, Murray?
Cleaning.
Nice.
And below him?
Kia ora, everyone. My name's Ben Tahini. You all know me from the Wellington Arm Wrestling Club in Whanganui Atara, and I love arm wrestling. Cheers.
Alrighty. Okay, that was all our introductions. Do we need to do icebreakers or everyone's just keen to get into it, or you just want to keep carrying all those icebreakers, guys?
Yeah, the icebreaker I want to crack into is this AI stuff.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do the highs and lows. So who's below me? Oh, it's you again, Ace. Sorry, bud.
All good, bro. A low for me was a low for me was not being able to compete with the boys and against the brothers. But a high for me was still being at the table. There was a high for me. Yeah.
And for me, it's all about the event running smoothly. That was a big high for me. I can take away a lot from that event, and definitely the community, comments, feedback, and all the positive vibes really from the whole event. It's very family oriented. That's a big high for me. I wouldn't say there's much of a low, but definitely take away the low is not having enough time to spend more time with the brothers that come down from Auckland. So that's one meaningful one for me.
And oh man, Big Back Murray, your highs and lows, brother. First time on the potty.
Probably just being able to compete in the top 8 in that. Beating Karen and all the boys down Wellington Club. And Lose. Probably just losing my match.
That's fair. And then on to this fella that's on the stack card.
Yep, kia ora again. The highlights for me, not highlights, but the highs for me was actually having a referee there. And it's quite funny too when we do the highs and lows. Each time we have a new guest on, it reminds me of what to be aware of, and that's something, have something important was having a ref there to have someone actually ref our top 8. Yeah, that was a banger. Without having a ref, none of this could have happened in below. And also acknowledging the coordinator, Kieran, and Charles yourself, or organizing and collaborating together was a high as well. And of course, having Murray there to compete was even additional to all of that. So those were my highs, and lows was definitely not spending, not spending enough time with these guys, with you all while you were down in Wellington. But, we could have been a lot better, not a lot better, but it would have been nice to spend more time with these guys.
And then we have a comment from Lewis, my little boys. Another comment from the Stormbreaker, the man brother Murray. And also Fitu saying, "Let's go, Murray." He's got all the support tonight. There's nothing about Cap or Ace or any of the other two.
It's not all about us.
yeah. Nah, like I said, it's all about these two who had their match, the match at the top 8. Murray and Ben what's one of my highs, just to see Murray, he's one of the new members in the top 8 this year. And like I said, he's from the Bay of Plenty chapter. Also knowing that he was up against probably the hardest match out of the whole day. It was just good to see him battle it out on the table. So that's my high. My low is that it should have been me, because then it could have been a different result. So
That's about, bro. Get him off it.
Yeah, get him. See that's the icebreaker done. Let's move on to our questions, which we'll hand it towards to
Ace.
Kieran and Ace.
I can go first, brother.
Hello, man.
So we'll just go straight into it, boys. We're going to crack into it. Questions. First one, we'll always, it'll be just same order. Murray being. That's going to be the same order of asking questions. Murray, you see yourself aiming for that rematch with the brother Tahini?
Am I aiming for that rematch?
How quick do you want that rematch?
Whenever, I suppose.
Yeah.
If he's ready.
So
Yeah.
basically, all Murray is saying there, yeah, say time and the place, Ben. Yeah, that answers that question straightforward. The question will be reversed to Ben. If you had an advice based on your match just gone, what would your advice be to Murray to not necessarily be able to overcome you, but to become a better, sturdy arm wrestler on a national level?
It's consistency, and I'd say ultimately keeping up what he's doing right now, the training that he's doing, and the extra training that he's doing outside of arm wrestling and involved in arm wrestling. is exactly what he needs to do. Because what I felt on the table and was crazy. Uh, and not only that, he'd only been maybe a year into arm wrestling, which shocked me even more. But looking at his highlights, it looked like he'd been doing arm wrestling longer than a year. He just had good form. So I would say what he was doing now, he needs to carry on. That was like an advice that I got from the cap himself, was continually just to continue doing what I'm doing. So whatever you're doing, Murray, continue doing it and keeping that consistency. You know,
Yeah.
continue on training and doing what you're doing.
And just riding on the back of that, if there was any particular technique that you could give him just to complement to complement his lanes, what would that technique be?
It, well, he covers both. I found out that he's a hooker. I found out he was a hooker, and for some reason I thought he was a top roller. So I would, I would say, what was the question again? What technique
So
to complement?
would you recommend him to do more hooking? Would you recommend him to stay as a top roller?
Well, he's a hooker, so I would definitely recommend him hooking. But he's diverse, so he could do both. But I'd definitely recommend hooking. That would
Yeah.
have actually stopped the press.
That press was rather lethal. I have to commend you on that. That's excellent. But yeah, no, that's a great answer. On to the next question. Back to you, Murray. On a national level, is there any particular opponent that you're most interested in having a match with?
No, not really. I don't. Ever really thought that one through yet.
So if I
No,
was to
no.
ask you a question to ask you the question, who would you like to pull on today if you had a chance, well, tomorrow if you had a chance to pull with to kind of gauge your position and your strength and the current you know as you are currently.
Yeah, I can answer that at the moment.
No, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Just say David Larrett. No.
I don't think I really done enough comps in that yet to really gauge or
Yeah,
want
that's fair enough.
to like.
Not even anyone in your in your club. No, that's okay too.
Oh, okay.
No, not really.
No, that's okay. That's an answer. We won't push you too much on that one.
Yeah,
We'll come back
he
to that
doesn't
at a
have
later date. At a
answers.
later date.
How about I give you one of these easier questions, guys? Like, first impressions of each other. Be honest.
I'm gonna tell you the
Fire,
truth.
gunshot.
I was scared,
Hey,
but I was like, I don't want to pull him. I seen his match he had at the Stallions. I was like, man, he's gonna break my arm.
So
But honestly,
what was your first impression of Ben Murray? I'm curious. Did you think him being a smaller opponent and you were the bigger opponent, you were going to dominate him on the day?
No, not really. Just because of his experience, I knew he was going to be quite a tough opponent. So yeah.
Yeah. So in other words, when you reflect on Ben, the only thing that you felt threatened by was his experience. And how long have you been experienced for now, Ben? Like 7 years or something?
yeah, 7 years.
And what about yourself, Murray? How
1
long
year.
you been pulling
1 year.
for? 1 year. Yeah, that's a huge
1
gap.
year. This.
Interesting. Ace, you got any questions there, Ace?
Bro, I want to know, and I know a lot of people want to know. This one's for Murray. How did you get that name, Big Back Murray, bro? Because when you started a year ago, you were not so big back. Well, what's the tricks to that, bro? Is that boil up or?
That guy up the top.
Yeah, actually, I'm actually curious too because
No, Charles.
if you didn't know, last year Murray was only, when he first came to our training, he was only 89 kgs,
What the hell?
and now he is weighing at, what are you weighing at now, Murray? By 100 and something, 120.
Yeah, 120
17.
something.
He's like 120 something. So he's put on quite a bit of weight in like within the 1 year period. So I don't know. What is that secret? Is it water, Chris?
Well, was it the lamb tails?
Yeah. How did you put on that weight so
Hey, he laughed. He laughed. He knew what I was talking about.
Lamb tails.
now? Did you use any supplements or anything like that, Murray, or no? You just ate just lentils?
That's eating.
Just eating. No. Oh, good.
Eat everything, eh? Eat everything.
All right. On to our next question. I saw someone put a question up. Sorry, put it back up.
Tama.
Yeah. I think this is if you could only do one arm wrestling workout for the rest of your life, what would it be? Can we ask every panel this question, please?
Oh,
All right.
that's strategy right there.
Yeah. All right. Let's start it from the guy underneath me because he's been the quiet one.
If I was to do one arm wrestling workout for the rest of my life, it would probably be hammer curls. Yeah, hammer curls for me.
Why hammer curls?
They're the easiest. Hammer curls, and it applies for me anyway. I do the cheap ones, so
Fair enough.
yeah, and it feels good.
The man below him.
I'd say post supination pulls.
Would you be doing that on the cables or just rubber bands or?
However way I can really. Just the aim will be to go heavy because I think that's a controlling point of every match.
Okay, and now down to the Maza. What's the one exercise you're doing for the rest of your life?
Probably that riser Joe.
Riser?
Yeah.
You must have listened to my podcast, the last podcast, and copy my answer, eh, Maza? Sweet, the riser. Is there a specific way that you'll be doing the riser technique? What would you do with the dumbbell? Would you do it with the strap or cables?
Yeah, I'll probably probably with the cables maybe.
Cables?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And then onto this fella down here.
I would do pronation back pressure. And that'd be karate belt.
Karate belt.
Yeah.
Because
you can do those two moves all in one. So it's basically, it is a one move. It's because it's back pressure pronation. So that's, I definitely would do that.
Yeah. So if I had to do exercise for the rest of my life, will probably be crowbars. So then I can actually at the same time work my my holding my lock and also curling my wrist. So and working my bicep at the same time and keeping it nice and tight when I'm doing it. So I get a full workout with just one exercise movement. So I can do what's that? Wrist, thighs, and keeping
That's
tight.
not one.
No, that's one exercise though, but it benefits all of it. Oh,
Ah,
got him!
it's cheater.
He's always one-upping me.
Got him, guys. But yeah, it'll be curveballs for me. Like I said, I'll get all that body workout and doing all the also getting the fundamentals of.
It's actually It's actually interesting because the fact that we answer all these questions is actually quite. It's quite a good learning for a lot of people, in the sport or quite new into the sport, because these are advices that people look for when they're starting the sport. What they can, what they can improve on, and how you can find particular lanes and then try and work it out from different techniques and different types of pulling, because everybody's different. Everybody's body mechanics is different. Correct me if I'm wrong, Charles,
Yep.
but everybody's body mechanics is always different. So accessing certain fundamentals is always a lot easier for some people than others who, say hookers. Hookers, when you're so used to being a hooker, it's hard for you to be. Sometimes it's hard for you to access that top roll, and kind of vice versa. So it's kind of interesting that all this information that's being shared today is actually good learning. So it's nice to hear everybody's perspectives into the situation, because I'm also learning and I'm taking everything in, and I can only hope all the viewers out there are taking in, for those that are really serious in the sport and want to do better in the sport. And yeah, so hats off, boys.
Hmm. Yeah, and saying that, like I said, I've been doing it for 10 years, and I've always been a top roller from when I began, and then just recently, my recent super match, which was at the Savage Stallions Club Wars, I went into a hook battle with Corey Skinner. So, and it's I didn't know I had a hook, but it just developed over the years. But my everyone knows me as the one trick pony, and that's the back pressure top roll, and that's my ace. And yeah, it's taken me 10 years to actually develop a hook, but I still think that my hook is still weak. So it's quite interesting. And your intake on that, Ace?
Pardon me?
What's your intake on that whole being a hooker trying to learn top roll, or being a top roller trying to find the lane as a hooker?
I was the same. I started out doing top roll, but I got injured in the wrist, and now every now and then it flares up again, so I get scared to top roll. So I learned to pull inside and just dealt with that elbow pain for a while. But I prefer hook. I like hook now. I like to stay inside. So I was saying, Ben, what was going through your mind, bro? Because I know that your lane, we were yarning about it, your lane's going inside, and then you were telling me that Murray wouldn't let you go inside, bro. What was going through your mind then, bro?
Oh, I really wanted to connect in.
Mm.
I was just worried because that's where I felt my strengths were. But I did practice around 2023, and this was after getting top rolled by Watamu. So I tried to hook back then, and for the life of me, I couldn't get into it. And it felt like the same thing I went through with Mario. I was really committing to it, getting my shoulder in, and his back pressure and pronation was really locked in, and it forced me to go outside. So I was grateful that I practiced my top roll, and I linked to being a top roll for almost like 2 years. But during that moment, I definitely was confused. I was like, why can't I connect? You know, so it automatically just went outside.
And Mario, I'm actually confused because I know that Ben said earlier on, he said you were an inside hooker. I didn't realize you hooked. I thought you were a riser top roller. Am I wrong?
Look, both, both. Depends if
Okay.
I can into that hook.
Yeah. But yeah. I can't remember if I've seen you in the hook though, even at practice.
Bro, he's always on the hook, bro.
Is he? I must see my eyesight. Sorry, guys.
That's what I mean. I was hoping to see a hook battle that day because I know both yous. I pulled both yous and used both your insides of me. So I was hoping to see a hook battle, but yeah, it was different.
Yeah, they were both going outside, eh?
Yeah, going everywhere. Press.
Yeah.
I wanted to go do some hooking inside with you, Cap. I didn't get the opportunity. Because someone jumped in and tried to show you their gripper thing.
What is that? It's only three more weeks before Auckland champs, so April 25th. So yeah, I can still show you my my inside game.
Yeah.
Probably get smoked anyway. All right. So we move on to questions about them. Oh wait, hold on, wait. Something here.
There's a couple of questions on the chat.
Yeah. Any rules the brothers think should change in arm wrestling to make it better?
King's move should be banned.
Oh what? Hey, he needs to be banned.
King's move. Should
King's
be banned in the sport.
It's not that when I think about it, I think everyone now lately, I know there was a few guys who started off doing King's moves in my club, and I told them it's a no. It's a top roll club, not a King's move club. No.
I still don't hear. I still don't hear you agreeing to it.
Nah, yeah. So what do you reckon for yourself, Ace? What do you reckon? Any rules you think they should change in arm wrestling to make it better?
I don't know. I don't know, bro. There's not many. I mean, when we have all our in-house tournaments, it's always up to the refs on the day, so they make up their own rules anyway. So yeah, no, I don't know, bro. I wouldn't change anything at the moment. I'll just keep, trying to learn and do better, I suppose, as a ref.
Listening to my and then on to you, Murray. Do you reckon what some changes you would like to see in the arm wrestling game?
No, I wouldn't. Oh, well, I wouldn't have a clue either. But no, I don't know.
You should think of something that will benefit you. Because that's what I do now. On to you, Ben. I'm curious what changes you would like in the arm wrestling scene to make it better.
To complement what your club had implemented on the day when you came to Wellington. As a collective, we all gathered together, had a meeting prior to the tournament, and we all agreed on the rules. And it was that type of principle where we could all nuance the rules, where we could improvise what we want to do in the rules and what we want to set in bound, and set the standard for what was going to be expected. Where it's usually like these two principles that most clubs go with is either WAF rules or WAL. And it was cool to see both principles put together and other suggestions that were put in place to implement those rules. So that was something I'd like to see in other tournaments as well, rather than just the top 8.
So are you saying you just want the BS taken out of the rules, a bit more flex with the rules?
Yeah, well, be more flexibility, and depending on the stage and what type of platform it's going to be.
It's just, it's certainly interesting because it does really make the day go fast when there's with all that stuff is ironed out. Some of that stuff, be a little leniency in the rules. It does make the event still lively, not dragging. It just flies through. So my opinion on the meta is, it's I'd prefer that.
Yeah. Actually, for me, I actually just thought of one, which is pretty. I think it might be quite interesting. Is if you're not in the strap, I think everyone should start in a hook position at the start, because either way, no, all the street business, they're just gonna slip anyway. So
Yeah,
if they
just go
start
to war.
if they just start in a hook like this, at least it's either you guys gonna go inside or try top outside, which will give us more of a battle at the beginning than just an ordinary ready go slip and them hit the strap. If it's two top rollers, there's no point. There shouldn't be any point. They should just go straight to the strap, really, instead of wasting our time. But to counter that, I reckon that instead of wrist straight and all that, they should try and just both in a hook and just go ready, go, and then start battling from there, because then it stops less of a slip happening. But yeah, that'd be cool, I reckon. I don't know. People can disagree, but that's my thoughts.
Well, it's basically what you did at the event, top 8 event.
Yeah. So, but yeah, make it at the start kind of thing instead of wrist straight, show knuckles.
Yeah, man up,
Yeah,
boys,
just man up.
man up.
Grip up and just go, ready, go. Yeah. Let's move on to some questions about Ben and Murray's match.
I got one here. Have you got nothing?
No, you kick it off.
Fire away.
So it's a simple one. It's what match would you be most excited to watch now? We'll start with you, Ben. What match? So think of a national level, just New Zealand national level. What match? It doesn't have to be yourself. It can be other two opponents that you think could be a battle.
That's a good question. I want to give the easy answer, but then I want to make it more interesting. Honestly, it would be to see the Cap and Mate.
No. Nah. Nah. That's the boring one, Jay. Nah.
The Axie will be
Come on,
honestly.
there should be a way better exciting match that everyone will want to see besides
It's
that
an
match.
exciting match. What are you talking about?
Yeah. That's his answer. We're gonna let that one go through too.
Actually, let's skip that fella and let's go Ace.
Let's go Ace.
Ace will go
Yeah.
with a more interesting answer.
What was the question again?
On a national level, what two opponent would you be excited to see? That will be a actual battle. A battle match.
Bro, I am actually excited. For me, I want to see B-Ray, and I want to see Fletcher this year. That's a match that I want to see because I know that's going to be a good one.
Let's go.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. And there's no better person to back him up than the young fella, the South African.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Nah, that'll be an interesting match between these three, the teenagers. Also seeing.
Oh, it's actually gonna happen. I'm excited by this. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully we get to see it at Auckland Champs, but if we don't, then we're actually gonna definitely see it at Nationals, and yeah, it's gonna be make a big statement, to be honest. So I am looking forward. Yeah, you're correct. That'll be an exciting match to watch as the young guns fighting out for rank 1. Murray, what about you, Murray?
Probably Woods. And, probably something.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
Say it.
Woods and probably Mate.
Woods and Mate.
Yeah.
Oh,
You took-
yeah, of course.
You took the words out of my mouth, brother.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Mate does compete this nationals. It'll be interesting because, like I said, there's going to be heaps of big dogs there on the day. You'll have David Forster from Savage. You know, you got Woods, the school bully from Fresh Meat. And then you got Makaide from Bay of Power. What else? What else names are there? Come on. Work with me, boys. Work with me, boys.
Charles.
So we're talking right. We're talking right purely.
Yeah, just right. Yeah, just right.
Yourself. Still be yourself.
Oh, and also surprise if Corey sticks to his words. He said he's coming up to Supers too. So we're gonna have Corey Skinner in the Supers and Nationals.
Nice.
Nice.
We can't forget about Malachi. So, and Ian from
Crush.
South Island.
from South Island. If he ends up turning up to Nationals, it'll be a quite interesting lineup, to be honest. And hopefully none of the boys chicken out and just giving the win to Mate and just at least just give him 100%. You know what I mean?
Because Ian's got a little bit of leverage on his fingers too. He's got leverage.
Yeah. Oh, and Stormbreaker. We also got Stormbreaker. So there's heaps of people who can fatigue out Mate or have the potential to fatigue him out, and then hopefully the next bigger dude can fatigue him more until we actually get a new champion. So, like I said, there's a lot of potential this year. I just say all of them man up on the day. You know, come 100%. Not just give easy wins because you know what I mean. Just because they're thinking of strategy. So.
And no disrespect to the brother, he's been in the sport. He's been an amazing role model in the sport for over a decade. So no disrespect to him, but we're trying to we like to see all these gems get polished up and climb the ranks, and we're right behind them. That's all it's about. It's supporting these boys, these gems that's coming through. So exciting times. Definitely exciting
but
times.
also saying that it'll be good to see Mate being challenged by these guys. Like over my 10 years of experience, it's not that there hasn't been anyone around to push Mate, so that's why he's been going out of the country to get stronger opponents. So I feel like this year could be the year that our New Zealand #1 can actually be tested. But
it'll be good for the sport.
Yeah, it'll be good for the sport and good for him too.
Definitely.
Like I said, it's like I feel like he's got to that point where he doesn't have to compete anymore because he knows that there's no challenge out there in New Zealand, and you can get bored out of sport being too good at it. So hopefully these young gems that are coming up and can push him to come back and love the sport again, or love the sport even more, and actually turn up and want to compete in these little events instead of the main ones. So
be interesting to actually hear his opinion on the situation. Yeah, definitely.
Also got a question from Ben for Murray. Question for Murray: knowing now how Ben pulls, what would you change or work on going forward?
Probably work on my setup better. Probably endurance. 'Cause in that match, my arms just blew up after pretty much the first round. Which was just fatigued as.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really,
that's
yeah,
comes with the territory. Being fresh in the sport, everybody goes through it.
mm,
It's just consistency, like Ben was saying earlier. That consistency, it pushes you past that pain barrier, and then you got to keep pushing past that next pain barrier. And
I
some of
forgot.
us,
Hey, Murray, how long of notice did I give you that you were gonna pull in top 8?
Week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah,
Straight up,
yeah. I think it was.
savage.
Yeah, yeah. So what happened was, if just a little background story. The match was meant to be between me and Ben Tahini. Just after that savage match that I had to go with Corey, my wife sat down and talked to me and said, "Get your ass out of that top 8. You don't belong in it." So that's when I reached out to Murray and asked him if he was happy to take on that role and that position to take on Ben Tahini. So yeah, I feel like if he had known a little bit longer, he could have worked on that fatigue part of things, I guess, instead of just getting thrown in the deep end with the sharks.
well, I can only comment that he belongs there. That's a
Yes.
that's a genuine answer. That's a genuine comment.
Alrighty. What else do you want to move on?
What about? Can we go for cap questions?
What? Okay, what's the question?
Question: if there was ever nationals and we could hold it in Wellington, would you take that and push for it?
So in other words, if they held nationals in Wellington, it's a possible thing because, like I
Would you
said,
support it?
well, like I said, I'll support it 100% with every club that I collab with. So I've said that from the beginning of my podcast. Anyone that I've collabed with, they get my full 100% support. If he wants, like I said, if we want nationals in Wellington, like I said, I'll be happy to help you guys and guide you guys through it and try to make it one of those nationals that will be remembered and yeah, set a standard. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my answer for that. But yeah, you have my full support if that ever happens. Or yeah. But yeah, it'd be good to have it in Wellington. Like it's a different sport because it's a different spot because you've had it in Christchurch, I guess, and you had it in Auckland and in the middle. And
It's in my opinion, it's a midpoint to most of these clubs.
Because like the South Island guys can travel to Wellington. Yeah, it's like the middle. So it'd be good.
And Wellington is a pretty cool spot on a nice day. Like even the Auckland boys saw it. They were out there doing the Sunday markets. It was great.
Yeah. No, it's actually a good place to great environment down in Wellington and kind people and community down there. So yeah, if we can make it happen. And you got any questions, Ace?
Nah, Kieran asked them all.
Are you still going down the list? Actually, Cap, any advice for beginners, upcoming arm wrestlers that are thinking of whether the sport is for them or not?
Like I said, so starting, trying to get into arm wrestling is pretty hard because it's sort of like a pride thing for some people. Like, you know, there's some. I've had some of the biggest dudes come to our club. They only last for like maybe like 1 or 2 weeks, and then you'll never see them again because they feel that they're not developing this because they're big, right? But they're losing to smaller guys. So, in saying that, if you're coming into arm wrestling to the arm wrestling scene, just be prepared to lose all the time. You ain't gonna win your first for your first match and whatnot. It takes time. So you just have to stick it out. You know what I mean? It'll take about maybe 6 months before you can actually get those tendons all tied in and teaching your body new movements. But yeah, that's the only advice I have is don't worry about losing. Don't be afraid to lose. Losing is the best thing you could ever do to learn. So the more you lose, the more you learn. That's all I can say.
Very nice.
100%.
Well, amazing answers tonight, boys.
Yeah. Sorry, we couldn't talk about the thing, but I wanted to say one more thing was about your guys' match, Ben, when you guys. So your two pools you had at the start was 2 walls because what happened there is that your first pool that you actually beat Murray, but your elbow fell off the pad, so you guys had to reset. But then Murray ended up winning that first round. So what was going through your head after that? After that first match, were you done? Did you say, "Oh shit, I'm done"?
I was already gassed. Like I already felt myself fatigued, and I was hoping that it was a win so I could go to the corner and just revitalize and get some oxygen back inside of me because I definitely felt it after that, and it was all disguised. You know, just showing him that I wasn't tired, but I had a feeling that he was feeling it just as much as me, but I was unsure because he wasn't showing any signs in the face or anything like that. He just looked normal to me. But then later on, I found out that he was tired after.
Yeah. So Murray, same question for you, Murray. After those 2 battles, I know you won the first round. Did you? Were you still hyped? Like, oh yeah, I won the first round. Maybe I can win the next 2 rounds. Or were you done after that match?
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, I was still hype. I just had to try to give it everything I could. Try to come back. But yeah, no, just wasn't enough.
Did you get a lot of pressure from your corner, Murray?
Yeah. They all just let me go high and all. Yeah.
And then I think this is when Ben came back with a second. Okay, who's got the second roll? I can hear myself echo. Who's got the second roll, guys?
Who's watching the live?
Who's watching the live now? This guy, eh? I don't know where it's echoing from. Let me see. Hold on.
It's him.
Oh, Mazza, it's your favorite Mazza.
Oh man,
it's echoing.
I've got something about hearing things echoing. It puts me into a trance of laughter. Goodness me.
All right, that's all good. But let's do some wrap it up questions.
There's some battles there.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like I said, that second one, I know that Ben had won the second match and he went I don't know, he changed to a different person and started like, ah! what was that? What was that all about?
That's his passion. That was his passion.
What was
He was
that all
very
about?
passionate that day.
Can you explain about what was all that about, Ben?
I guess it was seeing my family there on the side. It's usually not like me to get into a state like that. So I guess it just gave me more motivation. It gave me a bit of hope getting into that state and that drive. As I sat there and I felt like something had tweaked and I found the lane and it just encouraged me and it just all came out. And to be honest, I didn't think my family was going to be there. And I was just hoping that it would be there. And then I looked up and I seen them and I was like, oh, and it just gave me more passion. It definitely gave me more passion to let all those feelings out. And then KO came out.
Okay.
So what Ben was saying is he turned the beast mode on, because sometimes you got to turn the beast mode on when you want to beat your opponent.
Okay, and then one more question for me. It's gonna be a real touchy one, Ben, but I want you to be honest. This is gonna be one of those touchy ass questions.
What the hell? Okay.
Okay, just be honest. You know, you can't hurt my feelings. So the question is, Ben, even though you had won your match, how did you feel not winning the ring, though? I wanted to ask this question to you for a while now, but I wanted to hear your feedback about it.
Actually, I think that was my cue.
Now, be honest. You can be honest. Like I said,
Yeah, man, that is that you know. I think it's a great question, and I think part of me winning that match was showing. I think like to answer your previous question too, going into it was part of that winning was knowing that there was it wasn't even possibility, but I thought I was getting that as well. So I was like, that gave me a bit of push when I won, and I I put it aside to be honest, but at the same time, I guess yeah. Uh, there's no really answer for it. I just accepted it in the moment. I was unsure. I thought that Tyron and I were getting one, but at the same time, I just had to put my ego aside and accept the fact that I'll have to lose as a team, and Fresh Meat had to win as a team as well. So it was those two options put together. Disappointing, but at the same time, I was okay with it. You know, it just meant it taught me to prioritize other arm wrestlers in the club and to build them up rather than focusing on myself.
yeah. Oh, good. I was just
It's
hoping
very grown up.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be like a learning curve or like a sort of like a growth for both members individually. Like for me, it's just thinking about it, you know, you being in, you know, like your teams, it's a team sport, correct? So having just you as a winner in your team might put your members a little bit, you know, like, oh, you know, he's too good now, blah blah blah. But like I said, if you lose as a team, you know, it's either you win as a team or you lose as a team. You can't have just that individual winner in a team because there's no I in team. I know these are ME for me in team. But yeah, it was hard. Like I said, I was happy when I put forth this question to Kieran. I was happy either way. But when you responded back to me that you guys agreed on it, then that made me feel that this guy is growing to be a better arm wrestler. Is going to be growing into his growth in the sport as an arm wrestler is showing today. So no, I appreciate you for making that decision on the spot.
And to touch on that, we had moments of conversations after that.
Yeah.
You know, it's exactly what you brought up. You know, the brother here has grown as not just as a brother, not just as a club member, but also as a professional arm wrestler. He's grown his mentality. He's become a better man today, and through all those things happening and the conversations we've had, it's actually making him understand there is more to gain from just letting it go. There's
Yeah.
more to gain from letting it go. I think you Charles, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We've got some plans in the pipeline. We've got some plans in the pipeline, and I know you will deliver those promises. So I'm really excited, and I'm looking forward to you and the brother Ace. Looking forward to that happening. That to us kind of consummated that whole, the lows, and then it went back to a high, and it just hit the sky really. So it's I'm sure the arm wrestling boys will be looking forward to that as well. It's growth,
Growth.
we grow as a team,
Yeah.
we grow together,
100%.
and totally.
Yeah, so that's why it's like, so yeah, and thinking about it deeply, I'm hoping the rest of your club members, just seeing you sacrifice that ring to give it up, which was so precious to you when you could see it in the match that you really wanted that ring. Hopefully it gives your teammates that mindset, like, okay, next time we're gonna give it all because we saw Ben give it all and we want him to get that ring and we want that ring. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, 100%.
so it's all about growth. So, and for you, Murray, same question. Sorry, but I need to ask you. I need to hear from you. Your insight on how you feel about, even though you had lost the match, but you got the ring. What's your intake on that?
Oh, staying here, because on the match, but yeah, getting it in the end.
Mm. Okay, I think the mic's playing up, Murray. It's all good. You can tell me later, and then I'll reply back to Ben.
I think we're just
I
having
got
a
you,
bad
Murray.
reception there, Murray.
Yeah, I got you, Murray. All right, let's. I think we've been on too long. Ace, you got any wrap up questions for us so we can finish it off?
No, it's not really a question. It's just Ben, bro. Don't worry too much about the rings, bro. You've already got one, man. All good.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Ace
We're going back a year now.
It's that revenge. He wants the revenge ring.
But
You take one from me, I'll take one from you. Well, it's been an awesome night. There's been collaborations have been great tonight. It's been flowing. The honesty. It's just that's what it's about. The sport. It's all about the sport, but it's also there's a family orientation that's kind of missing in the sport, and that's what we'd like to see. We want to bring that into the sport. We want to make that all about family. What's wrong with that? There's nothing absolutely wrong with it. So excited for the journey, boys. Love you all. We'll look forward to the next one.
Yeah.
all right.
Thank
And
you.
we will see you on the next podcast.
Good to see you too, the boys, Ace and Murray. Thank you for jumping on
Cheers.
as well. Appreciate you being on the platform.
Cheers, mother. Thank you for your time, brother.
Cheers, the boys.
Hello.
Hey! Oh, Ben,
Is that the guy when the shoe came off?
So I did everything that I could, even if you break my arm or you carry me off. That's literally my mindset at that time. So,
and I'll see you on the next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.